Welcome to the Sunset League Rewind podcast with two Corona Del Mar High School boys volleyball players, Brogan Glenn and Ben Brown, who were integral parts of Corona Del Mar's 3-0 sweep in last night's Battle of the Bay with Newport Harbor. My name is Charlie Brande, and I'm very pleased to have these two on the podcast. First of all, what were your feelings about last night's game? The crowd, the play, the momentum switches. Brogan first.
I thought that obviously the crowd is always there. There's always a crowd. It's always an electric game.
This is your 7th Battle of the Bay?
Well, I had freshman year, I played basketball. So I played them twice, I think. So maybe more.
Well, yeah, maybe 9. Huh?
Yeah, maybe. Yes. Or I played them once, maybe. But, yeah, the crowd's always there. Crowd's great. I thought we were a more steady team, just together as a group throughout the entire game, and I just thought that we were, throughout all the momentum swings and all their runs, we never really crumbled. We were always together as a group and a really good side out next ball team.
Right.
So I thought we were really good at that.
Emotional stability is really important for success. What'd you think, Ben?
Yeah.
Your first Battle of the Bay, by the way.
Yeah, my first Battle of the Bay.
Yeah. First of all, have you ever played in front of a crowd like that?
Yeah, so I actually was in the state finals in Illinois, and the crowd was probably, I'd say, bigger than Balboa Bay.
Really?
And so I've been in situations like that before, not often, but I have. So.
But playing your rival school that's 2 miles away.
Yeah, it's a bit different. I'm not usually used to students coming to just a game that's not a playoff run or something like that. That was crazy to have both schools just in the small gym just getting loud. That's pretty new to me.
Probably there were some things said that weren't too good. But again, you guys held your emotional stability. They're yelling at you. You're just playing.
Keep it out of your brain. Focus on the court.
That's exactly right. So I'm sorry, I've kind of cut you off. Go ahead, Ben.
That's right. Okay. So the crowd, in the beginning, I noticed it a bit. They were kind of getting to me in the beginning, but towards the end, I was just so focused, and I could tell everyone else on the team, we were all just focused. We all knew what we had to do. What Brogan was saying, when things got these crazy plays were happening, we weren't getting emotionally wound up in it. We were just staying calm and collective, and I think the crowd kind of just drowned itself out, and we were just able to focus on the actual game, and that's basically what helped us the most.
Awesome. Well, it was a great win and exciting. You've got them again, though.
Yeah.
So now we've kind of touched a little bit on this. Give us a brief history of your life in volleyball, Brogan. A brief, because you've had a long one.
Yeah, so I started pretty early, of course, mainly at beach.
Well, having a father as a coach and a mother as a former player and an older brother who played at Santa Barbara.
My dad really got me into the sport a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of forced me to play, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. But it was really fun.
He's going to watch this.
Yeah, probably. No, it was really fun. So I had a lot of fun. Started club, obviously, early. Played 12s when I was 11 or 10. And at Balboa, obviously. And then
I know that club.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I've been playing that. Now I'm 18, so went by super quick. It's crazy how it just flashes kind of, I feel before your eyes and just goes by. Obviously at CdM, been here 4 years, senior now, and I'm loving it.
You're going to play at UCLA next year.
Yeah, playing at UCLA next year. I'm super excited for that.
Quite an honor.
I can't wait for that.
Having coached there 1 year, I can tell you it's a great experience.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So.
And Ben, tell us your history.
So both my parents, they played a lot of beach volleyball and a lot of indoor, but mostly beach. So I was raised playing beach volleyball, even though weather's not so great in Chicago, but I was able to play some beach and some grass. So I didn't play my first club team until 7th grade, and that's when I just played sports performance because my older brother had played that, and I immediately loved it. Well, actually, no. So the first year I hated it so much, I wanted to quit volleyball. My parents forced me to keep playing, and I eventually just grew the love for the sport. And yeah, just recently this year I moved to Balboa, and yeah, I'm on the 17-1s blue.
Good. Playing for Matt.
Yes.
Matt Marujo. I've noticed how much your team has improved. Each time I see you play, your guys are better. What specifically have you been working on in practice to get better throughout the course of the season?
I mean, I just feel like our serve and pass has been really good. Just keeping the other team off the net when we're serving. It's
So
just
you work a lot on that.
yeah, obviously, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Every practice.
I know you said obviously, and it is obvious. But
Yeah, I know.
Some people don't know that.
No, not obviously, but like
Yeah.
we definitely have been working on
Right.
that. Yeah, a lot. And I just feel like our chemistry has gotten a lot better. Like at the beginning of the year, our first game versus Costa, we were just
it was
kind of in
bad.
shambles. We didn't even bring it as a huddle half the time. And now we're like after every point, win or loss, bringing it as a huddle, talk about the play, talk about the next play, how we're gonna side out.
One of the things that I know Katie, who played for me,
Yeah.
but is really, really big on, and that's team bonding. And I understand
Yeah.
there's been a little team bonding
Yeah.
activities that maybe someone from Chicago brought to the program.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been team bonding,
Yeah.
but
But
this
tell
year,
us about that.
extra fun.
Oh, okay. So like I'm a big chemistry guy, and like
You mean chemistry as far
as
as
in like the
relationships?
team, yeah.
Not the class.
No, yeah, no.
No.
I'm not a big school guy.
Oh,
but,
okay.
yeah, like team chemistry. Like I'm always thinking about like how my other teammates are feeling and how we're all bonded together. Because at the end of the day, it's a 6-person, 7-person sport. It's not just one person. So, my old high school team, that was like our main thing. Like team chemistry, team bonding. Like that was like the focus that we had, and that's basically how we got on our whole state run. Was just focusing on the chemistry. We weren't necessarily like the most skilled people, but we played the best together. And out of all my teams that I've played for, it's the teams that with the best chemistry that are the teams that's winning. So
It's amazing how that works. Isn't
yeah,
it? So, interesting. Well, you guys had a tough preseason. You had Mira Costa, Loyola, Huntington Beach, who's very, very good, and then Newport. What have you taken from each of those matches, and how do you think that has helped you guys improve, Brogan?
I just feel that we found out we can compete with every team, and like there's kind of a belief in the sport. Like you gotta believe you're gonna win.
Absolutely.
That's a big part of the sport, even though you may not think that. That's a big part of it. And just competing with those teams, even though we lost to Loyola and Huntington and Mira Costa, we kind of gained more belief. And then we went into a tournament a couple weekends ago, and we played pretty well in it, and that gave us more belief. And then versus Newport, we knew we were going to win. Going into it knowing we have a big shot at winning. So I feel like that helped us a lot.
There's some magic in forming a schedule, creating a
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah.
You're playing tough teams at first, and now you see what you need. Now it's up to you to improve, so the next time you see them in May,
Exactly.
you can beat them.
Exactly.
What do you think about that?
I think every loss and every hard team that we've played, we've learned like a new thing from playing them. I think like Mira Costa was just teaching us how to play together as a team. Huntington and Loyola, they're just like, they really like showed us that how much like we have to focus on our own side of the court and not just getting caught up in what they're doing. And I think everything's just like teaching us how to be better. And yeah, these in the beginning of the season I think are great. Like I'd rather be losing all these games in the beginning than in the end, and obviously, but like it's just like teaching us so much more, and it also helps us like set a bar for like a standard that we have to reach, because we know like we're not like getting all cocky and thinking that we're like the best team because we're losing these games early, which is just showing us what we can be, and like we know what we have to do.
Well, you're lucky. Also, you're in the Sunset League, which is that and the league up in Mira Costa and Redondo. Those two leagues are the best leagues. You saw how good Huntington is. Edison's very good. Los Al is very, very good. Got a lot of good teams you're going to play all the rest of this season. And you're going to need to bring that game each time you play, which is good. It just makes you better and forces you to focus and do that for it.
Yeah.
You had a good run last week at the Best of the West, which is a great tournament down in San Diego, all the top teams. Give me something that you took from that tournament, Brogan.
I thought we played really consistent and good in on the first day. That pool play, you play teams that are not necessarily the skill level, I would say, in my opinion, to the teams we played at the beginning of the season, like Costa, Huntington, but like they're still really good tests for us to see how we play against these teams, how do we come out, and I feel like we came out really well in that first day. And then going on the second day, we had a good first game, and then we played Mira Costa again, and we ended up losing that one again, but we played so much better that game than we did.
You won the game against them.
We won the first set.
We won the first set.
And we were up the second set.
Should have asked if you could quit then.
Yeah.
We quit. We win.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. No, but like we had a good second set, good start to our second set, and then kind of just didn't close that set and lost the third set 15-10. But we improved so much from the first time we played.
Improved, kind of showing that you've
Yeah.
improved and that you're working on the right things.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that tournament, Ben?
I think that tournament like brought like a new challenge, which was like having like we just came off a game with Huntington. We were all physically sore, but that was like the time to like push through for each game and like multiple games at once after a long bus ride. So we had to like figure out how to be like still mentally and physically there, even though like everything was technically stacked up against us. And that was just that's like what I took away. I think everyone else like we became it just like helped us a lot.
I was thinking at those tournaments, it's how you can maintain that the second day
Yeah.
when it's tougher to gather, as you said on the bus ride down and all that, gathering concentration, focus, belief. But that second day is when the test is really on you.
Yeah.
And I think you learn so much through that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What do you think about the rest of the season? What matches are you looking forward to?
I mean, we have a game tomorrow against Mater Dei, who's a really good team still. And
Right.
we're going to prepare for that today for sure at practice. But there's so many games. We still have so many games left to the start of the season. So we're still looking to improve and just get better. And I feel like our ceiling's really high. Like, we've already improved so much from the start of the year. And I feel like we can improve so much more.
That's interesting. You
Yeah.
just got another middle blocker back from Mater Dei.
Yeah.
And now you're going over to Mater Dei to play them.
Yeah, it's
And
a
I think Jack
revenge game.
Robinson really is helping you in the middle. I think
Exactly.
his blocking especially
Yeah,
is something
for
that's,
sure.
that has helped you. But that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, for sure. Revenge game for him.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Let's do it for Jack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ben, what are you thinking?
I'm just looking forward to playing Newport Harbor again.
Yeah, they'll be better next time you play 'em.
Yeah, they will. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a really close game, but
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. And then Jack Robb coming back, that's great for our team. He's been like this entire time. He's been like working hard in practice and getting fired up. He was always telling me how excited he is to come back, and he's been like mentally preparing for this moment like the entire time. And it was just great to see him have a great game against
Yeah,
Harbor.
yeah. Yeah, he comes from a long line of volleyball players. He's
Yeah.
an aunt and a mom that were pretty good players also.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, well, it's been great to have you on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brogan Glenn and
Thank
Ben
you.
Brown.
It's been awesome.
This closes the podcast for Sunset Rewind featuring Brogan Glenn and Ben Brown from Corona del Mar High School Boys Volleyball. Thank you to Brogan, thank you to Ben, and my name is Charlie Brande. We'll see you on the next podcast.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.